So I get to do another one of these videos in under a week for a platform that I wasn't even using, but it kind of looks like I'm not alone in this situation, which is wild in and of itself, and because they can't control the narrative, because places like Rumble are really taking off, well, now they're just going to start to hit people in the pocketbooks. And I heard about this morning. I was listening to Crowder because they had Nick Dipaolo on, and if you guys have been following my channel for a long time, hell, something that I did very, very, very early in this channel's life cycle was defend something Nick Dipaolo said, and he got chastised and he got cast out of society. Meanwhile, Bill Burr, it was when Bill Burr hosted Saturday Night Live and had some sort of milquetoast talking point that he was trying to push. It was real, well, he's acceptable edgy. I'm not a big Bill Burr fan, and not to say that he's bad or terrible or anything. He's the best of a actually, no, he's not, because Chappelle's out there doing stuff. When it comes to active comedians, he's fine, but there's a handful of other people that are out there that I think do it a lot better. But just to say that my Nick Dipaolo love is not at all indicative of, or rather bandwagoning status when he's on Crowder or something like this, and he's not supposed to be on tomorrow, and Brian Callen's supposed to be on, so you probably won't hear me tagging anything that they say about tomorrow, but brought up a very interesting point, because I got some receipts to show you guys afterwards. I don't know if it necessarily has a time on it or anything, but he also made mention of something, okay? This came up like, yeah, halfway through the show. You can see where the time bar is, but it's unsettling, especially when I seen what I seen earlier this morning. So check this out.
Right, as far as where the viewership is,
right.
But people are censoring themselves more because of the culture of self-censorship.
Yes.
With YouTube, with Facebook, with Twitter. And this happened with you, with Patreon, which is why we're so glad that you're coming to Mug Club, because they were going to boot you. They threatened to remove Nick for, and I guess now it's okay, for a now deleted tweet. I guess it was about a gay, what was your tweet?
No, it's interesting. Before Nick gets into the explanation, the Patreon, I've known about Patreon for the longest time. I've used it back in the cut for a couple of different creators that I did like. Funnily enough, back when Jim Norton was actually putting in effort to the Chip Chipperson podcast, I supported it because I thought it was a really good show. It was my go-to Sunday jam, which is also kind of funny once we get to the other stuff later in the video, but this isn't going to be that long of a video to begin with because, well, we got a stream here tonight where we're going to do a bunch of Trump stuff, okay? Hopefully we can see you there, but I'll be pushing that a little bit more as well at the end. But yeah, no, I've used Patreon for a long time, haven't posted anything on it, just maybe, yeah, no, supported somebody, a couple of different people like years back at this point, but it's been mostly dormant, so to see you've been... Well, fuck it. Okay, instead of alluding to this shit, I got the screenshot pulled up. I got this it really doesn't matter. It was just overnight, like 2:30 in the morning. Okay. Hello there. Hi. This is a note to alert you that your Patreon account has been suspended and is pending removal. So, what? Okay, so it's been suspended and it's going to be removed for suspicious activity. What fucking activity? Absolutely zero. Nothing at all whatsoever. Okay. If you believe this action was taken in error, please reach out to us. And again, just like when I had my second channel beat out, well, I file an appeal and then it just goes off into the ether and it's like, no, yeah, it was taken down for a good reason. Fuck, trust and safety seems to be none and little at all. But why are they doing this? Okay, I wasn't using the platform, but then also you great people that have been out there have been looking for different ways to try to support me, at least hitting me up, and that's the way that you're trying to find out different ways to do that. But we got something else to talk about here at the end, but I want to get to Nick's explanation when it comes to why he was threatened with a removal from Patreon.
Story was a gay couple, these two guys who they were arrested for molesting their kids and all doing
this story was wild. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did cover it on the channel. I forget when the hell this actually, it did happen. Because he worked one of the husbands in this situation. They adopted some kids and then did some horrific stuff with them. Okay.
Shit. And I think all I said was I can't wait to when the truth comes out on Good Morning America.
Yes, you said can't wait to hear the real story on Good Morning America.
Yes.
That's not even bad.
I thought that was Christ. You could say that on the Tonight Show. It's valid.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what you get taken down for? So I guess maybe they seen some of my spicier tweets that are on Twitter and decided to take preventative action about this stuff. But Nick Dipaolo being threatened with removal on Patreon isn't anywhere near as bad as somebody else that I do have a fair amount of reverence for. And we got Myron here from Fresh and Fit. And funny, like I said, I used to like the Chip Chipperson podcast. It was very good. It was my Sunday go-to when it comes to Sunday go-tos. I go to Fedit because Fedit's really good at breaking down all of this stuff as well. And Myron was putting out a Patreon. Now, I was paying attention to it and taking a look in the background. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll see what it's doing when it's out there. And then I go to check and take a look. This page has been removed. Huh. Very interesting. He just launched this. Yeah, this stream was on Sunday. Yeah, so it was on Sunday. His page has already been removed. Huh. Interesting. My account gets deleted. I've been somebody who has been the supporter, at least in the content that I put out there in regards to Nick Dipaolo, Fresh and Fit, Myron specifically. I'm not saying all of this shit is all tied together, but couple that with the fact that I lost the channel for absolutely no good reason. I still haven't got a clarification from YouTube, okay? From all of the tweets that I've had out there before, I have heard nothing at all whatsoever from YouTube. They haven't even bothered to listen to my appeal. If you guys want more on that situation, the live stream from Saturday and the video from Saturday more than covers everything. Within 15 minutes, they decided to go through, less than 15 minutes, they went through the entire back catalog and figured out that through repeated and severe violations of the community guideline policies. Okay, did I get a third strike, though? No. Repeated and severe. Didn't you guys hear us? This is very serious stuff. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I guess because, and I also went through all of my analytics, and you guys know, I don't make that much money on YouTube, and it kind of fucking sucks because I want to take this to the next level. I have big aspirations, big goals for this channel, for this community, and, well, Patreon just isn't fucking it, okay? My official Don Consuelo channel is deleted on there. I didn't fucking have an official channel or anything. They just took the preventative steps in order to get me off the platform. That's why locals is so important. Now, I haven't really posted anything that's on there like that. I just, well, given the fact that the branding that I had for my secondary channel is kind of fucking worthless, so I'm using it over here, at least at this point in time, and you can have very fun little goofy pictures while I'm setting up shit, you know, just as little placeholders until I figure out exactly what I want to do and do a full launch. And that's why when I'm streaming tonight on Rumble specifically, I think I got the plugin and I think I have everything ready to go. I'm pretty sure we'll be over on both YouTube and Rumble, but if I can't make Rumble work, I'll make sure and I'll just get everybody over from YouTube over to Rumble because we're going to be talking all things Trump here in a little bit of time. 7 o'clock local is when I anticipate going live, as long as I can get everything working. But things like this, when I see stuff like that, I know that my time on these types of platforms, it's coming. I can see myself in the bottom corner. Okay, I'll just go back to this one. Okay, I know that I'm not going to be long for the mainstream platform world. That's why I thank Rumble so much, and that's why I've been such a strong supporter all the way back into 2020 when it comes to using their platform, because, you know, they're actually a free speech beacon. They don't care what you put out there, as long as it doesn't break any laws. Hey man, it doesn't really much matter. And then on locals, I've had nothing but good experience using them. Like, I've supported people on there as well. Rakeda, Viva and Barnes, who else? Legal Mindset. Like, I've signed up to all of their different local, and it's totally free, by the way, if you just want to follow, that's down there. I want to kind of use it as a think tank, as a place for everybody to congregate and, you know, for stream ideas or for video topics that you guys are interested in, just post them up on the wall, and then I'll have a place to start and then just try to deep dive in and figure out where we're going with that. But the fact that I'm getting banned off of places that I wasn't even using just preemptively. It's a shot across the bow, and it's one that I want to raise awareness for, because I'm just one guy. Can I do without a Patreon? Yeah, of course, man. I wasn't using it to begin with, and that's totally fine. But obviously they're using other stuff from off platform to disqualify you on other platforms. I don't know who else is going to follow suit, and chances are there are other platforms that are going to be doing this, a part of the big tech cartel. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You take a look at their most recent policy shift. Yeah, they just dropped this recent policy update. Here's a screenshot. Okay, so YouTube are definitely ramping up. Any YouTubers note this current update: external link removal. There's a whole new category of BS, which will 100% be used in the way that you imagine. Yep, so they are big shook about anybody that is outside of their cone of control, if you will. Under, for the updates. So, okay, external link removals. Under our existing external policy, or links policy, whatever that is, okay, links that we can't verify as safe. That's the important verbiage that's there. So outside of the external links policy, which obviously there's probably like graphic content or sexualized content that you can't directly post to. Okay, links, yeah, that we can't verify as safe. And we know what YouTube deems as safe. Politically correct is what they mean when it comes to safety. This policy also applies to video descriptions, comments, pinned comments, live streams, and any other YouTube product or features. Great, wonderful, fantastic. So it's not even anything that the creator directly does. It could be anybody out there. So theoretically, it could be a comment bombing strategy, and that's why in my comment section you can't post any links or anything like that, mostly because that was the go-to strategy for bots in 2021, I think, and I've just turned it off since then because it's just more or less been a nuisance than a boon. So what's this account circumvention? Considering, well, we have other things. Under our existing account circumvention policy, which is, okay, once we delete your content, you can't repost it on there. So if I was to make another 52 fitness account, that account would get removed. It would just continue to be a whack-a-mole type situation. Users whose channels or accounts has been terminated may not use or create another YouTube channel or account to circumvent an account restriction or termination. Under the policy, users who have previously had accounts terminated may have their account or current accounts terminated. Fantastic. Any outstanding revenue associated with those accounts will be reclaimed. Okay, so Google is just going to take your hard-earned wealth. Fantastic. Users who violate this policy will be notified and may appeal the decision, but we know what happens with YouTube appeals. I don't have any paper, but yeah. No, all they do is just go like that and then tell it to fuck right off into the nether. So all of your big tech cartel individuals, they don't give a fuck about you. They're just here for your eyeballs. When it comes to actual support of actual creators that's out there, yeah, we don't really care, man, because we got big tech brand deals with all mass media outlets, and like I've said multiple times over and over again, okay, YouTube will become them tube the moment the cable money dries up. You can already see the shift to reliable sources, and it's only going to get worse moving forward. That's why places like Rumble, places like Locals are so important. I can't stress that enough. But something else that I can't stress enough, hey, we're going to be going live doing the whole Trump gimmick. I got everything all pulled up. There's the speech right there, but we don't need to specifically be going into that at this point in time. We still got probably a little while before this goes live, so hope to see you all there, either over here on YouTube or on the much more based platform of Rumble. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.